Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Synthetic Dawn in our Cooperate or Die series. We have so many minerals, it's not even funny. So the first thing I'm going to do is queue up all of the spaceport upgrades that I can. We are still building a spaceport there, so I can't queue up a spaceport upgrade there. But other than that, we still have, on top of that, tons of additional... We still have just tons of additional minerals, so I'm going to keep upgrading our energy situation as much as possible. We also have the ability to build a... Let's see. Actually, come to think of it. Let's cancel this construction project and replace this with an energy grid. And we also... we need to clear this, but we can't just yet. But I can build a power plant there, and we're definitely going to do that. Basically, anywhere that I can build power plants, you're going to see me building power plants. For a bit here. And population. Because this is badly needed. And I can queue up additional population as well. So, let's see, let's do a mine there. Oh, and I need to queue up pop. Let's see. Oh, cool. Alright, so I can go there. There. You know what? I could just do this. There, there, and there. I could just queue up the population to be built immediately. Because I have that ability. Interesting. So this Sheliak Prime is being upgraded to a higher level colony. And we do need to continue to build population here too. So let's go ahead and build multiple. Now, doing this is going to increase our energy usage because of the new population. So we're going to have to be somewhat careful with this. Did I not give you an order in the last episode to look into that anomaly? I thought I did, but I guess the other scientist is doing it. Yeah, they are. The other scientist is doing it. So this one just needs to... Let's see. We got a pirate fleet there, so you can't go any farther. So I guess the best thing to do would be to continue to explore out in this direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. Okay. Deep crust engineering, active volcano, dense jungle. Hang on. So I want to get one of these clearing technologies. Okay, Governor Quadron XE has developed new skills. Wonderful. Pause game. I thought I told you to pause a second ago. Now, we've got lots of jungle, I think. We've got some swamp, some volcanoes here. Let's go ahead and queue that up. We've got more jungle than volcanoes. So let's go ahead and unlock that clearing ability, please. Okay, what are we working on? We still have some construction to do. But I just need to be careful. Anything that I build that's not related to energy mining is going to have a detrimental effect. And because I just queued up so many population, I just need to be a little careful. Just a little. I am going to build these. Need to build an observation post there. I'm going to build a research station. Oh, good. Access to a new tradition. Let's go ahead and go for signal relay stations. For the purpose of colonizing and building frontier outposts, systems count as being half the regular distance away. Very good. So how long until our next one? 48 months. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, have we finished our spaceport? We can clear that. That's good. Yes, we have. So, let's queue up that upgrade and then build the solar panel network. Looks like the upgrades are done elsewhere too. So one thing I can do now is I can start building additional corvettes. Did I get access to the new shields yet? I can't remember. Nope, still working on them. Actually, just started them, 64 months away. But they'll be here before long. So we do have our 5 core sectors now. So I can't expand any farther unless I expand on my core number of available cores, or unless I build sectors. The sensor profile of a mid-sized vessel was briefly detected inside the upper atmosphere of this gas giant. Okay, check it out for me, please. Alright, and there is an additional research station. There's a couple of research stations that can be built there, in addition to here. I need to get those going. Active scans of SOSTA 2 have picked up what appears to be a large ship deep inside the atmosphere of the gas giant. Judging by the nearby debris, there have been several failed attempts to salvage the derelict in the past. Any ship strong enough to withstand such crushing gravity must be a magnificent prize, and Science Officer Coadjutron ZM has proposed a salvage project of our own. Bring it up, whatever it is. Alright, so we need a level 3 scientist or higher. Alright, so this is our level 5. Again, skill level 5 of 7. Scientist. So come research this, please. We're going to get them in from the distance here. They're going to fly in from this direction. Oh, I didn't realize there was a connector there. That's nice. So there's another way to get to this area, aside from this little branch that's cut off by the Mawir caretakers, who we will be attacking before long, but we just need to build up our strength for a little while. Okay, so let's build a couple more buildings here. We need to do a few science labs. I'm getting better at this. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. It takes some getting used to having all of these tiles available to me. Uplink node, absolutely. I thought I'd already built one here, but I guess not. And then here, this definitely needs to be a power plant. That can be a power plant. This can be a basic science lab. This can be a science lab. Oh wait, can't do anything there. So let's do a power plant there too. Need to wait for this to build up. Done. That's our new planet, Shukon, so not surprised that that doesn't have as many options yet. Let's see, I need to do a mineral processing plant, but not just yet. Let's see, how about we do a power plant there? We do need to upgrade that. Done? Oh, what a soundtrack. Never, ever, ever gets old. God, so good. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Good! And it looks like there's additional worlds to colonize out here. So this is fertile ground. We just need to clear a lot of pirates. So we're going to be doing some fleet building and basically building up to our naval capacity and taking care of this area so we can expand before long. The partial remains of an ancient Ute starship have been found in high orbit over Ektichi 1. An initial analysis conducted by the Scientific Module 4 indicate that the vessel may have served as a colony ship. Even cruiser-sized Ute ships were typically crewed by only 1 or 2 individuals, given the immense size of their bodies, but this hulk has more than a dozen cryopods attached, each containing withered exoskeletons from what must have been Ute colonists. Withered exoskeletons. Let's see. Okay, we're going to have to look into that, but not just yet. Quadratron XY. And actually, now that he's level 5, we need to go to the listening arrays. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable, or this habitable world. Nice. Alright, let's do a few upgrades here. And then, yep, definitely need an energy grid there. So our energy situation from our last episode is turning around quickly. It took some doing, a little bit of frustration and yelling on my part, but it worked out. Signs of Ute development can be found all across Ektichi 3, and the planet must have experienced limited terraforming at some point. One region in the northern hemisphere is some kind of massive graveyard. No Ute settlements can be found nearby, but there are many monuments marking burial sites. With a low birth rate and an average lifespan close to 1,000 years, each Ute death was treated as a significant event, and much emphasis was placed on burial ceremonies. Peculiar. Alright, can I replace this with an energy grid? I can, but I don't have the resources just yet, so let's wait. There we go. So let's replace that with an energy grid. Brink Prime, how you doing?
Our construction is complete. We have surveyed the system.
Alright, let's go ahead and build another pop there. Alright, so we're going to have to start colonizing up here soon. regardless of the pirate presence. But I want to start... Let's see, how are we doing on destroyers? 16 months away from building our first destroyers, so we're going to need to do that soon. But let me queue up some additional corvettes in the meantime, because we're going to need more to go toe-to-toe with the pirates.
We have surveyed the system.
Okay, so that is our pirate fleet.
Our construction is complete. Our construction is complete. We have surveyed the system.
A small docking hatch leading to the interior of this asteroid is visible at the rim of a small crater on its surface. The hatch was likely concealed once, but it has since been exposed by micrometeorite impacts. Well then, let's research that, please. Okay, good. This is our first Ascension perk. Well, this is just a new tradition. Cogs in the machine. Frontier outpost upkeep is reduced by 50%. So, a little bit more influence for us. We also now have additional core systems available to us because we finished the expansion tree. Forgot about that. So, what I was saying a moment ago no longer applies. We have 2 more available core systems before we can do anything, before we have to expand into sector gameplay. But we can also go ahead and choose our first Ascension perk. We can be an Interstellar Dominion and have extra border range. We could be a Technological Ascendancy and have better research speed. That's usually what I go for first. Mastery of Nature and unlocks the ability to clear most tile blockers. Imperial Prerogative, Core Sector Systems +5, also tempting, given that seems like an appropriate roleplay choice. Shared Destiny. As we reach for ever greater heights, we must not leave behind those who have loyally served us. The glorious future of our empire was always meant to be a shared destiny. I'm kind of tempted to go for Imperial Prerogative, but I think I want to go, as usual, for Technological Ascendancy first, just because we are expanding so rapidly. We need to offset that with a research boost of some kind. So we're going to do that instead. And soon we will have, in 6 months, we'll have destroyers. We're actually about to finish different research projects, so we're going to have lots of new stuff soon. A large portion of asteroid R263 has been hollowed out to allow for the construction of some kind of shipyard. It has been abandoned and exposed to the vacuum of space for centuries. If anything useful remained, it has already been looted by previous explorers. The design of the shipyard itself is unique, however, and much could potentially be learned by its study. We should study its construction. Okay. You, once again, have stopped doing things. So why don't you... Alright, we can't explore farther in that direction. But we can explore farther in this direction. Wait, what are you telling me? Why can't you go anywhere? Don't tell me you... Wait a minute. Why is it saying I can't reach? Oh, there's no way back. Crap. Yeah, there's no way back. Isn't there a way to... This is our really nice scientist, too. And I can't because of this pirate fleet. So we're going to have to attack this in order to free Quadratron XY. Oh, this is crappy. Because we don't need him to be stuck. He's level 5. And he could be level 7. Crap! That's annoying. Alright, well, hang on. Let's just move towards having destroyers, and we'll deal with that issue. That's not the biggest pirate lookout, so we need to deal with that and continue in that area. That really sucks. Alright. We have that tile blocker unlocked. Ooh, border range +20. That sounds tempting. But also the engineering bay. Let's do the engineering bay because we're going to need that as soon as possible. 2 months until destroyers, 2 months until improved deflectors. All right, looks like the malware caretakers are expanding. And you know what? Let me go ahead and colonize an additional planet here. Shukon 1A that needs to be... How many do we have? 12 versus Shukon 3A, which is 15. This is a tomb world. But it's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter for us. So let's go ahead and colonize from the progenitor. And we're going to put you down right, let's say here. Shukon Secondus. That's a fun name. All right, so we have access to improved deflectors and destroyers. So we're going to look at that in just a second. Fusion reactor, probably the best. Yep, let's go for the fusion reactor. And then robomodding. Also probably a good idea. Nanocomposite armor could be a good idea too, but the engineering facility might be the best to go for now just to improve engineering output. Okay, destroyers. Moment of truth. Let's go ahead and say this is the Iron Ward. I'm okay with these ship names. These are cool by me. So let's see what we can do here. We have deflectors that need to be put in place. Perfect. Not perfect. Okay, so we're going to need to get rid of one of these shields, and then that will be exactly even. I could go ahead and put another reactor on there, but that would make it not quite as effective cost-wise. But this is our destroyer. It's an interceptor, so it's basically just pure lasers, and lasers are the only weapon type we have right now. So let's go ahead and... God, that looks cool. Look at that ship. Look at that thing. Then we have different bows as well. Now, we could go for an artillery bow instead on this thing. Let's do that. Let's do an artillery bow so we have a more powerful laser. Oh, check that out. That was worth it. But we need to, of course, put those back in place. Very good. All right, we don't have any more. Yeah, all right, now let's save the Iron Ward. Now the corvettes, yeah, we need to improve these deflectors as well. Let's go ahead and change this up. I'll leave that in place. I don't mind the extra power. Okay, so now let's go ahead and upgrade those ships again. In addition, I need to go ahead and queue up my first destroyers. This requires a level 3 spaceport, however, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's see, I want it to be in my coremost planets, so Allure, Brink, and Tiam.
Our construction is complete.
Scanning the star unveils a small object in Oh, yay, this is always fun. Its small size and high velocity make it difficult for our sensors to isolate. Research. This can have some really amazing rewards if you pull it off. Alright, so this colony ship is currently being built. Let's take a quick look. Actually, you know what? One thing we could do while we're waiting for the colony ship to build. Oh, man. Man. It's such a low chance of success for that to have amazing rewards, but after closer inspection, Science Officer Quadratron ZM only found random space debris orbiting the star. It probably originated from a nearby asteroid belt. Unfortunate. Oh wow, we have lots of clearing to do here. Let's go ahead and upgrade this colony. Yeah, we have a lot of upgrading to do, actually. And clearing. Good. Alright, so we're going to need destroyers as soon as possible.
Our construction is complete. Our construction is complete.
Power plant? Yeah, power plant's probably the best there. Meanwhile, I do need to clear out some stuff here. See, I have so much to do at the moment. I want to build additional destroyers, or I want to build destroyers at all, but at the same time... Okay, good. Shukon Secundus is being built, is being colonized.
Technology conceived.
Yeah, I need all of this energy income, definitely. Yeah, it's really useful to go ahead and clear all these off. Engineering research, building build speed. See, that one's tempting too. Let's go ahead and go for machine template system, the machine modification points, because if we can start robo-modding ourselves and make ourselves better, that's going to be a huge win early on. That's completely new to Machine Empires. We wouldn't have access to gene modding until much later in the game, but now we're going to have access to modifying our robotic populations much sooner. Much sooner. The material composition of this asteroid differs significantly from its neighbors. It likely has a different origin than the other bodies of this asteroid belt and should be investigated more closely. Look into it for me, please. Again, can't do anything with this science ship until
Our construction is complete.
this has been dealt with. Really frustrating. Oh, okay. I knew there was a way to do this. Hang on. Fossils from what appear to be several species of aquatic animals have been found on the barren and airless surface of 333P Y71. There are indications that the surrounding asteroid belt was created from the remains of a shattered planet, and these findings seem to confirm that theory. Judging from the fossils, the planet supported life and was at least partially covered by water. Got some society research. That's good. So that's helping with that. 2 months shaved off of the engineering bay, which is good. We need the engineering bay to be installed on space stations before we start building destroyers. Yes, I do want you to go missing in action. Okay, so they did an emergency jump. I knew there was a way to do that. There wasn't a button. You just have to tell them to return, and they'll go back that way. Good to know. So we don't have to worry about fighting those pirates for now. And we're going to get our scientists back, hopefully.
Technology conceived.
Okay. I do... Ooh, both of these actually need to be researched. Let's go ahead and go for the biolab first, because that's not going to take terribly long. 5 months remaining. I'll tell you what. Before we do any of that, let's get the engineering bay built. Yeah, I may as well build it on all of my spaceports.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, we have to build additional mining stations there. Looks like there's a research station I can queue up there, and more mining stations. Very good. And lots more mining stations there. We don't have as much of an energy deficit now, so I'm not going to be as timid about building these new mining stations.
Our construction is complete.
That energy shortage was rough, so I'm on edge about that. But okay, so we have a level 5 unit here. Let's go ahead and research that, and research that. And then what we'll do is continue to survey in this direction.
Our construction is complete.
All right, new physics research available to us. We can go for a UV laser, or we can get basic combat rules. I think basic combat rules is probably the best to go for at the moment. It's not going to take terribly long. 50 months are left until this is done. Interesting. Space amoeba. And Eliaspone. So that's why we couldn't do more in that area. Okay, let's take a second. It looks like it might be time to start building destroyers. Yes, it is. So, let's get going. Build a couple on the progenitor. Because we built engineering bays, these destroyers we're building will have less energy upkeep, which is quite good.
We have cleared a blocker.
All right, so we've got our first 3 destroyers. I'm going to have 5 to start and see what we can do with that, if anything. I doubt we're going to be able to do anything with it. We might have to build more corvettes or more destroyers. Might be 10 destroyers and 20 corvettes that we eventually strike out with for some of these, or set out with, I should say. Okay, good. New tradition in order to fight some of these pirates. Okay, this is going to be an interesting choice. We have a lot of options available to us. There's the domination tree, which is all about subjugating other empires, really. There's prosperity, which is about ship cost. It's basically just about income. Ship build speed and building build speed is increased by 15%. Pop upkeep is reduced by 10%, which is quite good. Energy grid and energy nexus now produced unity. Building upkeep is reduced. Ship upkeep is reduced, and just adopting it reduces ship cost and building cost. And then if you adopt all of them, the mineral cost of consumer goods goes down, which again, we have consumer goods problems. So prosperity is probably a good thing to do for us. Synchronicity. Robot build speed will be increased by 33%. Machine leaders are 50% less likely to suffer breakdowns and accidents. Building build speed is increased by 20%. Unrest is reduced by 20%. Interesting. Neuroelectric amplifier increases productivity. I like it. Supremacy. This is more of a conquest type. See, this is tempting as well, because we are going to be very aggressive in this campaign. Modular hull template, ship build speed increased by 15%, and naval capacity increased by 10%. Seed planet war demand cost reduced by 25%. Army damage increased by 25%. Admiral level cap increased by 2. Unity output increased by 10% per neighboring rival. Versatility, pop build cost reduced by 10%. See, this is Federation forming. We're not going to be building a Federation. Discovery. See, this is also tempting simply because we could become more advanced. So what I could do right now is I could go for the aggressive route first. And simply by adopting this, our border range will increase by 20%. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for Supremacy first. Let's be nice and aggressive. Those are two words that don't often go together. Okay, we're going to explore this, and we are at the 25-minute mark, just past the 25-minute mark, in fact. So I will stop this episode here, but in the next one, we are going to build some more destroyers. We are going to attack some pirates where we can. These pirate fleets look to be only about 2,000 strength each, and what I'm hoping is that they're actually in... I seem to recall some of the pirate fleets, yeah, like this one, they're split up. So I might be able to take a fleet of less than 2,000 strength and still do a lot of damage. So we'll have to play with that as well. But thanks for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out as usual every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, along with the rest of my science fiction, survival, and simulation content. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.